Hello and welcome to some more Tomfooleries Plays Arena. I just made a pretty sweet spell hunter deck, so hunter caster. We'll see how it goes. It's an interesting deck for sure. It should be fun. But either way, I had the spectator pack quest, so I'm gonna open this pack first because everybody likes packs being open. We got a rare and a rare. It isn't. It's a Murloc. That was a boring pack. Alright, so yeah, I should have that other video up of me making this deck, but either way, we got a bunch of spells, a bunch of miscellaneous, really early stuff, which is pretty good for Hunter, and really anything. And yeah, I mean, this deck is awkward, but like all the synergies are kind of shoehorned in, which is usually how I feel about Hunter decks now. But hopefully we can make something happen with it. It looks like it could be pretty fun. If that auctioneer starts getting distance, I'm going to be very, very happy. So here we go, game one. Game one's always a total crapshoot. You never really know what you're gonna end up with. You could end up with, you know, legend guy, or you could end up with total noob. It's really hard to tell. I think the first game is, not surprisingly, by far the least important. Do I want to deadly shot? Probably not. I would much rather have that later when he plays something big. And I'd rather just have a thing to play, because I have a hyena. Beasts? That'll do. Now we just gotta top deck the eagle horn. So, he plays something. No, he plays nothing. And there's the deadly shot. So we'll see if that deadly shot ends up being useful or not. It will answer the question as to whether or not it was right to mull it. I suspect with Paladin, I mean, you know, he like turn 1 plays, or turn 2 plays something, turn 3 goes hero power. Then I'm just, oh, there's the bow. The bow! I can't believe we actually got the bow. That's fantastic. Alright. That was a pretty good move on his part. That's it's not often turn 2 Crazy Alchemist is a good play. Actually, I guess if the guy plays a 2-3 and then you Crazy Alchemist it, that's pretty good, because then you can trade for it. But, I mean, in that case you could have just played a 3-2 and it would have been better. Okay, well, that is probably getting deadly shotted. Either that or freezing trapped. So, one nice thing about Hunter that you have to keep in mind is anytime you play a trap, they're going to assume it's explosive. First explosive, then freezing, and then they're not even thinking about the other two. So, if I go snake trap, this doesn't die to explosive, so he probably tries to proc the explosive. Oh, but it... the spare part's going to be good with this teacher. You know what? I'm just going to deadly shot this one. I'm just going to deadly shot this one. I don't want to deal with that thing ever. And there we have it answered. Yes, I should have kept the deadly shot, because I was going to need it. I was too worried about, like, turn 2 thing, turn 3 hero power, and then I deadly shot the 1/1. Like, there's just so many ways that can go wrong. Ah, now here is a glorious freezing trap. So... okay, we got a couple options for sure. This thing is great freezing trap, because then we avoid the death rattle. I guess I put the hyena out with it, although it is pretty tempting to play the web spinner instead, just so that next turn I can drop the hyena and rocket the web spinner. Or we can start getting into steady, but that's probably not worth it. Yeah, I want this snake trap for another time. Let's play on curve here. Let's play our creatures that do things. Playing the web spinner easily could have been the right thing there. It all totally depends on what he plays right now. I mean, I guess he's playing like Sludge Belcher, Cons. Okay, sure. Whatever works for you. Yep, there goes that thing. So, now we have more bites with our weapon. Now we can go Violet Teacher to Web Spinner. And I will have ample opportunities to swing this thing into his face if I want to at some point, so I'm not going to do that now. Zinovi. I don't know what that means or what that is. Intriguing. Yep, as we suspected, our Violet teacher is going to stick around. Ooh, and there's Auctioneer, eh? So, we could be really greedy, play the Auctioneer, and try to clean his stuff up. We can't very effectively clean his stuff up. So, in that case, I'm just going to get some value out of this teacher.
I'm ready to learn.
And I can keep that with that. And more value.
I'm ready to learn.
And I might as well run this out. Yeah, sure. Oh, wow. That was a misclick. Well, that didn't quite hit the mark. Yes, dropping your creatures in the right place is definitely important. I always wonder how much anyone thinks about stuff like that. I mean, mostly never, but when you get up to the really, really high echelons, I wonder if anyone ever actually places their creatures, like, intentionally. I guess playing around Explosive Shot isn't that weird. Wow, that's a good card. Okay, so we have no spells. We have no reason to use the bow. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 toughness worth of guys. If I bomb lobber and it ends up on this thing, I am going to be sad. But there's only 1 for that, and yeah, if you're feeling lucky, punk. I'm just gonna play the bomb lobber. Come on, man, somewhere over here. You're an asshole. The worst. Okay, so what do we do in that case? We whatever we put into this trades, and I'm probably gonna have to kill the teacher. Okay. That is annoying, but that's how it goes some days. I do in fact want my trap procced though. So I will leave the taunt guy up. Let's not forget the 1 damage. Alright, good stuff. So he already used a Conce, and now we're going to get a bunch of 1/1s behind a Grizzly. So really what we need to happen here is we need to draw Cult Master. If we were to draw Cult Master this turn, we are probably set. Alright, 1/1/1 dies, 3 wake up. More chops with the axe. That's fantastic. Like we're getting 3 attacks out of an Eaglehorn in Arena. That gets my stamp of approval. Ah, there's the many mana cost Shredder, I think. Was it? Yeah, I played 2 6 mana. Obviously, Auctioneer can just sit in our hand until we grab something useful with it. Obviously, this can eat this because that's just good value. I would much rather put my face into this than trade this. Hopefully he gets 2/3 or something along those lines. Good deal. Okay, Paladin Secrets. I'm just gonna play my guys in clear. I'm not gonna play around whatever secret this is. It's obviously either Get Down or Avenge. And neither of those makes me very happy right now. We have a Piggy for a Get Down, and honestly at this point we have Go to his face if it's Avenge. Ooh, yes. I like to see that. Like the kings on something that has summoning sickness is always very good to see. So we're out of gas with our bow. We need to check for secrets. We do not want to proc Avenge onto this thing, because then it's just huge. So, first thing we're going to do... So, Bam Bam is good deal. Whack is good deal. So if this gets Avenge on it, it goes to a 5/4. Yeah, I can mop that up too. either way, this guy's never really involved. Oh yeah, he is. So the first thing I do is go to face with this to check for get down. It's definitely Avenge in that case. So we will... Yeah, I'm just going to put Avenge on this thing and move on with life. I'm pretty comfortable with that. And Auctioneer Spider. You will notice very quickly that I have absolutely no qualms about putting my face into just about anything. It really, when I'm thinking about my life total, unless I'm like, I mean, we're definitely getting low now, but when I'm thinking about my life total, it's just a number. Like, me putting my face into something deletes something off the board, which is a tangible advantage for me, whereas this number only matters when it goes to 0. So unless it's the last damage I'm taking, I really don't care. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get a spell, but we are still on the train here. We've run out of stuff, and we're pretty good to go. Yeah, so we got massive value out of both Eaglehorn and Violet Teacher, which is awesome. Just fantastic. Like, that's, yeah, this guy can kings as many things as he wants. And, yeah, we even got through that bomb lobber, chucking it at the 1/1 Divine Shield. Worst. Does he look dead to anyone else? He looks pretty dead to me. We got Sylvanas. Might as well play it for BM. Woot. Alright. 1-0. As I said, though, first game matters not at all. Now we will fight against a mage or something along those lines. We'll see how that goes. I don't know, I like the first couple of rounds. You get to fight interesting things. It's not all just paladins and mages. I mean, paladin and mage are strong in arena right now, for sure. And it's been that way for quite a while. Mage has some very powerful spells and some very powerful creatures. Paladin, just the hero power becomes hard to deal with, and just their trifecta of really solid 4-drops between Kings, True Silver Champion, and Consecrate they're just all at wow. That's a hand. Okay, so learning from last time, I will try keeping the Deadly Shot this time. See if it works out. This is great. Just great. Anyway, yeah, last game, it's too bad we didn't draw that Cult Master, because that would have been fantastic, but... Alright, we are fighting against K-Van the Rogue. And as I said, Rogue versus Hunter is just an uphill battle for him, because it's much like Warlock. I always chuckle about Warlock versus Hunter, because both of our hero powers are do 2 damage to him. that seems like an easy way to sum it up. But Rogue is very, very similar. My hero power does 2 damage to his face. His hero power honestly does damage to his face as well, because he's got to put it into things. And yeah, I mean, most Rogue decks, I find, when I'm playing them, I feel like I just put my face into things and get massive value over the first little while, and then I'm just dead later. But you do often get those games where you're like at 8 life for like 10 turns in a row, just scrambling back the board advantage, and then eventually come back on top, and you just like sharp sword oil into some crazy stuff and just explode the guy. It does feel fantastic. Rogue is a lot of fun to play, I have to say, but it's hard to make it happen. This guy is slow rolling pretty hard here, so we'll get a zebra skin, or I guess that's more like a white tiger of sorts. Yeah, this has to be one of the worst boards in terms of things to click on, in my opinion. Oh, nice. Now, thankfully, once this rope gets to 0, we can start playing things, and then his rope will be very, very fast. I wonder, I mean, he's clearly actually AFK, because when people are alt-tabbed and forget that they're in a game, you can see them mousing over their stuff as they move their mouse around their web browser, but this guy seems to be just straight up out. So, yeah, I mean, this creature is hilarious because no one ever wants to kill it. it's bad to kill it because I have 1 damage on the. Oh, there we go. He moused over my spider. There you go. Okay. So, not sure if trolling or bad or just regular type AFK. Very hard to say at this juncture. He has no reason to attack our guys. He has nothing to attack our guys with. This thing isn't even worth attacking, so we will play the Hyena. Hyena's actually a really strong card. It's pretty easy for it to go a long way. It's also very easy for that to happen. Mostly I'm just sad because I don't really have a clock on him right now. Okay, so this time we kept Deadly Shot, and we really could have used another 3-drop, but as luck would have it, also when your deck is very heavily curved on 3, yeah, the odds of us top decking that were pretty good. Either way, yeah, I'm a big believer in stacking 3-drops because 2-drops are very, very solid and are definitely worth shoring it up with, but imagine your hand is all 3-drops. Then you go turn 1 nothing, turn 2 hero power, turn 3 thing, turn 4 thing, turn 5 thing plus hero power. If all your cards are 3-drops, it just lets you curve out with your hero power in a pretty decent way. So now we have the option of Deadly Shotting. Rogue doesn't really have much AoE, and as I've said before, if I can get a lot of damage into his face, you know what, I'm just going to go with this in face. If I can get a lot of damage into his face, he has no hero power. And if he has no hero power, I can just steady shot him to death, because I will not have all that much trouble keeping board. So I am just going to see how much damage I can do to him at speed, and see where that goes. I mean, that was a fairly obvious play, but I have 1 attack things and 1 health things. Ooh, what's that stomping? This? And the Kodo stepped on a pig. He's going to be wiping that one off the bottom of his hooves for a while. Do Kodos even have hooves? Oh yeah, totally. Yep. Yeah, can you imagine that this thing is like using his horn to try to pick the bits of the pig out of his hooves? Okay, anyway, we're now playing the game. So we do have a big kill command, which is good. Deadly Shot is better, especially because I have an activator for kill command in my hand. This goes really well with this, so that's good to see. I'm a pretty big fan of just seeing what he gets out of this, eating it with whatever these are, or eating whatever it is with these. Yep, good deal. So options here, I now don't have a beast, so I can't kill command it anymore, so it's a good thing I have Deadly Shot, because that would have been a big punt. Okay, so here we have the hero power or pop Snake Trap. The Snake Trap is tempting, because there is a good chance he's going to dagger this. I don't really want to run into Fan of Knives or anything like that, and as I said, Rogue hero, their life is just such a resource for them, and yeah, just knocking him down a little bit by bit is always going to be good stuff. And also I can combo this with it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We made the right choice because we were super scared. This guy is toast. It's a good card. So what? Grizzly and just kill command this guy? Could also Snake Trap, in which case he goes that into that, snakes come out, he just FOK'd, or FOK'd as you will. So he obviously doesn't have another one. We're just going to go ahead and make that assumption. If he does, his deck's terrible. The Snake Trap's actually fine here. No. I really wanted to get value to the multi-shot. I was just, you know, him having a 3-3 and just in my brain him playing another 3-3 and then me just getting to delete them both was such a good looking prospect that I kind of wanted the snakes out, but it just would not have turned out as I'd hoped. Alright, there goes one Abyss. This guy's deck's pretty solid. Yeah. Oh, ooh. I'm starting to see a recurring theme here. But I can't play anything else. Just hero power him in the face. I mean, Yeah, he already played his Stompy Kodo. Now we're gonna go with the Snake Trap, just because we're struggling a little harder to keep board. And I mean, it's very unlikely he's gonna attack this with anything. Or he has another Eviscerate. Okay. Yeah, where's this going? Blade Flurry. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay. I can see how all that went. That's unfortunate. Like, is Lobber Deadly Shot not just better? It doesn't do anything. But you know what? Let's just keep the steady going. What can I do? Nothing. Good. Yeah, we'll just keep the steady going. See if we can get him down with that. We will be drawing some good stuff soon. We have a lot of good cards left in here. That is pretty annoying. Makes Deadly Shot a lot weaker. Makes all of it a lot weaker, actually. But okay. So I'm playing all of these this turn. I'm going to play the Bomb Lobber first. Is that right? So if I play... Okay, so Bomb Lobber has a 1 in 3 of hitting this, which is bad. So that's 66% of good, and then this after is 50-50. So... yeah, so that's a 33% chance to have exactly what we want to happen. If I Deadly Shot first, there's a 1 in 3 chance it just aces that, which would be great. So that's already 33% good result. And then the Bomb Lobber, it's just if it doesn't hit that, then suddenly we're in a lot worse shape. I'm going to go with my first way of doing it, and hopefully this Bomb Lobber needs some serious talking to. Like, he really just needs to get his stuff under control. Because that was unacceptable. Oh, we're gonna have some words later, he and I. Oh well. Alright, we have no cards. He has several cards. We have no board. He has some board. Oh, we have 1 card. Come on, just something sweet. King Crush. Honestly, there are a lot of things I could have been less happy with. Sylvanas. No, sure, I'll take a 2/7 con thing. As I say, though, he keeps biting into things. He's got 6 turns to kill me. And this is just, like, he's so ahead now. And it's not even really because of his weapon. He's just been playing cards that killed all my stuff. There's just a bunch of Eviscerates and things along those lines. Jeez. More Auto Barber? Jeez. So much damage. Yep. Now he's got 5 turns. Although I'm looking pretty dead as it stands. But we got lots of good spells and fun stuff in here. The Violet Teacher. Sure, let's run that out. So what do I have that can actually kill him? Right now he's got 9, 13, 14 damage. Backstab, this thing. Really? That's a strange decision to me. I don't know why you'd value this thing over this with no cards in your hand. Ow. 2, 5, 8, 12, 13. So I'm dead on board. And I'm dead. I don't know what general consensus on whether it's worth it to let him kill us is, or... If he takes more than about 1 second... Yeah, I mean, dude, all you have to do is attack. Well played indeed. Alright, 1 and 1. That is okay. We can still go good places with this. There's still lots to be done. That was unfortunate though. Pesky old rogue. Yeah, I wonder if my steady shotting was worth it in sort of around turn 5 there. I don't know whether it was worth it just to try to get the damage through to his face, or if I should have played the Snake Trap a lot earlier. It looked like he had pretty good solutions to it either way. I mean, Snake Trap and 1-1s in general are pretty bad against Rogue and Warrior, just because of Fan of Knives, and like Arena, so often you get offered a Blade Flurry that you have to take. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Deadly Shot, just because it's a Druid. It's just a harbinger of giant things to be played. So I will oh, nice. We got this train going again. I'll absolutely play this Clockwork Gnome turn 1, and he will absolutely do the age-old play of think coin hero power. Wow, he didn't. What is he so into casting that he didn't want to do that? Alright, well, he's got balls. Because if I'd had a 3-2 there, he'd be in trouble now. But I didn't, so that's kind of a moot point. Coin vanilla 3-3? Come on. Not quite. Wow, more traps, eh? That's fantastic. So I guess we go Beaglehorn. Yeah, he's left this gnome up long enough. The fact that he can just hero power it means I just want the value. We get a Time Rewinder, which is good with the 1 minion in our hands, but I definitely would have preferred the 1 mana freeze a minion is really strong, and the switch of minions attack and health is also really strong. Can usually be equated to about 2 damage, which is kind of like having a Holy Smite or something along those lines. Man, no play, eh? Well, hopefully I top deck something to do. I mean, my curve's low enough that wow. Okay, so freezing trap, so he doesn't just blow it up with his face. Also, if he does check for explosive trap here with his face, that's a massive, well, I mean, not tempo swing, because he's not really doing anything, but that's interesting. It's not really what I wanted him to play, to be honest. Well, so I can either play Trog, which does nothing, or I can Bond Lover. Okay, man, seriously here. You're 0 for 2. One of these things dies to the exact amount of damage that you do, and one of them dies to being sneezed on. Can you put the bomb in the right place, pretty please? Here we go! Yeah! Yeah! That's my bomb lobber. Okay, so we're getting terrible value out of this freezing trap, but it will in fact keep this guy alive. It's also going to be a long time till he wants to play a 3-mana 1-2. Ooh, I got a dude. What do we win, Johnny? A 2-1. Good deal. Later. Yeah! More weapon things. Oh, and I can just deadly shot that and move on with life? That is extremely appealing. What's going with it? Something's dead. We will... Spiders or Trog? Feeding a little hard to swipe if I play the spider. So we're gonna go with this. Again, I will have time to use my face later if I want to. No, I could have seen some good arguments for just time rewinding the bomber there too. Will be quite effective soon. Nope, nope. That thing's just gonna die. Yeah. I don't know if I should have pulled that back or not. I'm kind of goofy on his part. I'm trying to do a 3-3 doing that. Really? Alright, wraths for everyone. And he finishes up the guy. Sounds good. So I don't know, how are we doing here? We're a little behind on cards, he's a little behind on life, because we're a hunter. And in general, that's, I mean, not the best situation to be in.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, that's very likely to end up happening, him attacking face while I have this thing out. Yep, I'm still going to have time to use my face on his face, if that becomes something I want to do a little later on. I mean, just right here, like this, that. I've got 1, 2, over the next 2 turns, imagine. Or 3 turns, I guess, because three hits with this. So it's like 9 plus 5 plus another 2. Holy jeez, okay. So yeah, we gotta get that going. We gotta start biting his face. Because I don't have a hunter's mark. I don't have anything to deal with something fat if and when he gets around to playing it. Like, that's unfortunate. I can waste his time with taunting this thing. 3 mana 2/1. Always a good card. Ooh. Ooh, that's a great card. So I think what we want to do here... Oh, I can just... Yeah, that makes the decision making a lot easier. Alright, that thing's gone. Good deal. And... Oh man, I think in that case I'm just gonna take my cards where I can get them. Awesome. Yeah, here we go. We're on the train. I mean, that thing's getting swiped. Let's be serious here. If we start our turn with that auctioneer up, it's going to be glorious.
What does the future hold?
That's not a swipe. Interestingly, neither is that. All right, good deal. Okay, so we have activators for kill command, and we have 2 spells, both of which I intend to use. I think I'm actually... So 3, 4, 5, 6. That's getting kill commanded. That is just going to get eaten by this. Or should we return the auctioneer until we get more spells? Alright, we're going web spinner kill command first, because I know this has to happen. Jump. And we did get another spell, which I will play. Hopefully get another spell. So eat that with that. That and do that. Time rewinder this. Check if we got a spell. We did not. So in that case, I will taunt this guy up to protect web spinner. And end turn. That was glorious. That was just fantastic. So we're in good shape now. We're in really good shape. Yeah, that auctioneer just brought it straight on home. He just had to survive for 1 turn. Ooh, that thing is big. That is a big thing there. Alright, time to see if we can chew through some stuff. So I gotta get through 10 damage. I've got 3 of my own face that I don't really want to use because if we can get more value to that later. 7 there, 8, 9. Barf. I'm gonna have to use my face. 6, 7, 8, 9. Unless web spinner turns into something insane. Yeah, going with this. First things first. I mean, that is honestly one of my favorite cards to get out of web spinner. If I had a web spinner that could just always make web spinners, I think I'd probably be down. So 7 more damage to get through that thing. Only one way that's happening. Goodbye, Beaglehorn. You served us well. But alas, alack, it is time to go. And just play a pile of stuff so that we can feed as hard as possible to the swipe that he almost certainly has. However, if he does swipe, he will then be hero powering into something, which will just do more damage to his face. I'm really loath to play this thing. Like 90% of the time, I am way too scared of it getting Stompy Kodo'd to even just run it out, which is probably not. It's probably more conservative than I need to be, but like I obviously just played into swipe there a lot more than I played into Stompy Kodo, and him having swipe is also a lot more likely. It was probably an iffy decision. I probably should have played this, but I don't know. Jeez. Kind of a spell? Spell of some sort. I can't help but feel that my wishes have been misconstrued slightly. I mean, I guess I should have been more specific, but yeah. Alright, well, do we have enough damage to kill this thing? 7? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. What did we win, Johnny? Hoot, 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 hoot. That's one way of dealing with it, I guess. Oh. wild. That was amazing. I'm so pleased. Thanks, Owl. Thanks, Web Spinner. So that Web Spinner was the king. Web Spinner into Owl. It's just the best. Nature will rise against you. Thonk. Plays all his things. Concede. Ooh. Still don't care about that. It is not good against us. Yep. You can't take more damage off the board than that. Might as well. Might as well just get multi-shotted to death. Alright, the 2 damage Berserker for the kill. Thanks, Auctioneer. And Eaglehorn also. Really unfortunate. I did miss out on 2 chops with that Eaglehorn because I had to bite down that Ancient of War with it. But, I don't know. It was pretty good. Alright, that was 3 games. I'm gonna start a new video.